Welcome to another episode of nocappnalldrip. I'm your man Bailey.
It's your boy Carmine Key.
I'm your girl Presh
IG. There we go.
You got it.
That's my nigga. There we go.
What's up? What's up?
We got a special guest today. We got AG. You know, he out here in these streets. He from my second home, St. Louis.
Already.
Out here to represent. We doing it out here, Arizona. AZ. Tell us about yourself.
Shoot, where do I start? First out of St. Louis. Went to Iowa, played ball there. Went to Cali, fought there. Made some babies, came to Arizona. You know, cost of living is nice. Run a podcast, the Constant Grind podcast. We would talk about real estate, surviving corporate, 9 to 5, you know, the black experience. What else? I'm married, 2 kids, daughters. You know, I'll still be out there though. Nothing crazy.
So this goes back to a conversation I had with the lovely Presh. What's that?
Oh, she's the lovely Presh again.
Oh my god.
Was that the season finale for season 2?
What?
Where we had the conversation about us black men out here doing it in these streets.
Yes.
Look, we out here getting it in these streets. Black men don't cheat and black men get money.
Facts.
Damn.
Black men don't cheat.
At all.
Is this a fact, you guys?
That's fact. It's proven.
Boys though?
You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know.
I wouldn't
Black men don't
know.
cheat, though.
You scared of all BBC.
Well, these guys said that they were faithful.
Obviously, you don't watch the show.
No, I mean I do.
So how many times has he cheated?
On me, none.
In life, how many times has
We
he
haven't
cheated?
done anything.
How many
In
times?
life?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you that.
Yeah, if
He
you
said it
watch
like
the
10 times on the show.
If
Did
you watch
you?
the show.
Oh, okay. I must have missed that.
Look, how you gonna
Those
be
episodes.
a host on the show and not watch the show?
You gotta give me a
We
quiz.
do got a lot of episodes and they
You
kind of
do.
long. We'll give her a pass.
They're very long.
She's probably heard it.
You got a couple months in already.
No, it's been a month.
If even.
About a month.
About a month.
No, she's
Yeah.
been around for a couple months. She's been around since the
Oh, yeah.
beginning of season 2. So you had more than enough time.
Fine, I'll go watch it later.
She got you. Well, the answer is he's only cheated once and he felt like shit. He cried himself into a little ball
Oh,
after.
okay.
So did you admit it or what? How'd you?
So
I did.
black men do cheat.
No,
Yes?
He wasn't a man at the
it was a
point.
boy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, facts.
I gotta go watch. I gotta go watch your episode.
That was a
then.
boy.
Okay.
That was a boy. It was all bad. It was all bad.
So you said you played football in Iowa, right?
Yeah.
At Iowa State
University of Iowa.
University. Okay.
Yeah, I played there for a
How was that?
That was fun, man. That was a good run. It's not a lot of black people in
I
Iowa.
bet.
But
They got
it
a dope
is.
program though.
Oh, the program's dope, man.
Full scholarship.
No, partial. I jumped
Okay.
around to a few different schools. Went to school in Missouri, Iowa. Where else I go? Canada, a little bit.
To
You know.
play in the Canadian League.
Yeah, play a little football.
How was that?
That was fun. That was a great experience. I didn't get any Drake moments, but it was some moments up there that are very memorable.
Wait, what part of Canada?
Quebec.
Okay, because I know Canada is big on some escorts lifestyle.
Oh wow.
They
And
got
that's
some of the
something that
baddest
you-
of the bad.
Is that something that you
Would you
will-
partake?
Yeah.
Would I partake?
Yeah.
As a pimp? Hell yeah.
Not as a pimp, as a
As a
Bailey.
job.
As a client.
As a
I'm
job.
never gonna be a
As a
client.
client. As a job.
As a your true self. John Bailey.
with the way he described
John will never be a John.
Oh,
But
man.
I done met in doing music, I done met quite a few very gorgeous women that their trek is like Vegas, Canada. Canada's real big.
So where were you paying for that? In Vegas or Canada?
Neither.
I'm just-
Again, John will never be a John. I will always be a Bailey.
Okay.
Okay, so
Asshole.
Megan Good give you a chance, but she got a price. You not paying that?
I might pay that one.
He's paying that one.
I'll pay that one. She can have it all. Shit, I'm going bankrupt.
Just for one hit?
I'm gonna make that one hit count so bad. I'm gonna recoup everything moving forward. Cause
What if it's just quick?
It ain't gonna be quick.
What if it is?
That excitement, bro. That excitement.
I don't get excited like that. That's not gonna happen. Whew, but it is making good. Nah.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna compose myself. Even if I gotta go in the bathroom, take care of myself first. Just you know how it
It's
goes.
automatic.
Yeah,
Automatic.
you gotta go. Yeah, I'm ready now.
High pressure situations.
Wow.
Woo.
I wouldn't know.
Making good. If you ever watch this show, just know. I understand you're married. No disrespect to your husband, but if he ever fucks up, I got you, baby.
She gonna go from the preacher to you.
Why not?
Anything's possible.
Yeah, I guess.
I make a very good living.
You know how many people are in Megan Good's DMs
DMs?
waiting for dudes.
But that's the thing. This is what I don't get. Think about who Megan Good is. She got with a preacher. Like we know they don't make a lot of money. A majority of what they do is what?
Shit, he getting money.
He might be getting money.
Motivate,
now.
inspire.
Yeah. I can motivate. I can inspire. I can start a church.
Church of John.
Church of good living. Just quit with this John shit, motherfucker. You trying to be slick right now.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
What you mean, John? What you talking about? You don't like using your government name?
No one uses my government name, but I know the only reason you saying John is because the escort shit.
So look though, I got a question along the lines of the escort shit. So I mean, we married. So like, are we paying for it technically?
I mean,
We all indirect pay for it.
you're
technically
always
we still paying for it. Whether you with John.
Like you're always indirectly paying for it, but it's not like you go to the bank,
Hey, how
pull
much?
out cash.
I mean,
Go
hey
and
babe,
like-
you got cash on you today? Let me make sure you're good.
That's a different mind.
Hey,
Good mood.
you know
Make
what? We
sure
should
you're
actually
good.
have a show on that.
what?
We should have a show. Imagine a dude who his wife is actually paying for his mistress and she don't even know it. Tell me that.
Guilty.
Oh.
Woo!
But I didn't know it.
I mean,
know it.
these wives don't know, so go ahead and give us some insight. This
I'm not
show
gonna
just
get
came real
into
life.
detail, but yes.
Yes.
I was the breadwinner. I would bring in the money. And he never had money. But that's because he was paying for another family. For 7 years. The end.
Damn, that's deep.
That's hella deep.
That's deep.
Yeah, so.
I hit it right on the spot. I ain't even know. I'm sorry.
So
Oh,
don't
yeah,
be
show was
sorry.
deep.
For real.
Don't be sorry. It's good. We're good.
No wonder you've been single for 25 years.
4 years.
He keep trying to play you.
I know, right? 4 years. Yeah, dude, yeah. That'll do it to it.
Oh.
Don't be sad for me.
All right, AG. What is
Lotion on here.
I'm like, oh, this show ain't never been this deep.
what are some of the things you working on right now?
Right now, I'm flying back and forth from Arizona to St. Louis, trying to purchase multi-unit family properties. So it's kind of like part of my real estate side. I do brokerage, I do mortgage brokering, and then I do real estate as well, a little bit of podcasting. So just kind of trying to track my journey. I feel like my purpose was to reinvest back into where I'm from. St. Louis is just straight like desolation.
St. Louis is hard.
It's hard.
I spent a lot of time. My mom and dad are from St. Louis. Majority of my family is from St. Louis. I went to college in Missouri. Spent 16 years of my life. That is literally my second home. St. Louis is, you got, I call it good Louis and bad Louis. Okay, you got the good and the bad. And then for the most part, when it comes to us as African Americans, unfortunately, we're in the bad more than we are in the good. So what you're doing is admirable, but at the same time, especially with I know how the city is. They don't want you to win, and they work against you. So you got a hell of a fight on your hands.
Oh, it's a huge fight. I mean, I got a team as well too. Like most of I want to say 90% of my family still live in St. Louis, and they took up a lot of different trades in the real estate, such as like plumbing, carpentry, and stuff like that. So it's just really along the lines of starting to utilize generational wealth and creating it within our family, and just really just like build upon that. So that's what a lot of the topics of the conversation are
Now,
about.
typically, where we come from, we're not born into that. We're not showed how to save money, how to start a bank account, how to do anything. Typically, we hit 18, we find out we got a Comcast account in our name.
Right?
You got a light bill that's on your.
Like, mama,
Whole car payment. I ain't never seen the car. I don't know how to drive.
what made you want to get into that to where you are giving back to the community, or even just being an entrepreneur, or moving in that type of direction? Is that something your family was fortunate to have and they showed you, or are you kind of leading the way for your family?
Right, that's a good question.
That's a
So,
great question.
it's the pit of being hungry. St. Louis is crabs in a bucket. So I'm more of the space of Section 8 housing. I grew up in Section 8 housing. My dad passed when I was 4 or 5. My mom was like in the gangs and selling drugs. So like I grew up, I was a product of the streets.
Yeah.
So what really kind of shot me forward in trying to be smart about my money was the fact that we never had any money.
Yeah.
Like it was a point in time where my mom went to jail and I had to go and live with a whole nother family. And that family was already below poverty. There was 2 bedrooms, 8 kids, 2 adults.
Wow.
I was sleeping in the top bunk bed with 2 other boys. Bottom bunk bed had 2 other boys. So I was living in a situation like that, taking a bi-state to school, getting made fun of. So it was just like, I never wanted to be in that mind state or that mind frame again. So I had to really figure out how to make money.
Yeah.
So I started out like high school, cutting people grass. When I got to college, I ran our cafeteria shut down at 6. So I ran like a snack barbecue, and I cut her out my dorm.
Yeah.
So I was always on that entrepreneur hustler mindset. So that's what kind of got me to that spot of just wanting to never be broken.
And where'd you get the idea though? Was it like a book you read, or like something you seen online? Like coming from having nothing, what made you realize you could make money doing?
I think football was my catalyst. What made me figure out money was people around me. I had a lot of people around me who had dads who were in real estate before it crashed.
Yeah.
So like I would be in college in like 2004, and they were getting in a mortgage and they didn't need a college degree, and they got flat screens in the dorm rooms and stuff like that. And they had what these called was CESA loans. Anybody can get loans. A lot of
On the
strippers
house.
had about
And that's
stated
what-
income, stated assets. You just tell them what you make.
And that's why the market crashed. And a lot of people don't know that. They think it just crashed because it crashed. It crashed because they were giving loans out like candy.
With no verification.
Right.
Wow.
They weren't verifying anything.
At
They
all.
wasn't verifying income. They wasn't basing anything off of credit scores. They was just straight out just signing papers.
Here's 200,000.
Yep.
So he was basically in that industry, just signing people up, coming showing them with money, and I'm just like, dude, I'm just playing football and I'm giving it. I didn't drink. I didn't probably have my first drink until I was like 25, until I was done playing football.
Yeah.
I didn't smoke until I moved to California, so it was just like I was on a straight and narrow for so long, and then the light bulb went off right after college. Like, I'm not gonna go to the NFL. I need to just amplify what I'm doing on the entrepreneur side and make money.
No.
So that's kind of how I got to that point.
So after that, what would you say was your first true or first real venture into where you're at today?
My first true venture was in California. I dropped a Constant Grind clothing line. I probably put like, I don't know, I was working at like this, I don't want to say the school, but I was working at the school selling education to basically people I know was never going to graduate. So they were really just going to
Let me do
college,
your papers for
online
you.
college, to get that FAFSA check and pay their bills.
Yeah.
So like, selling somebody a $54,000 education that's in a poverty-stricken area, and they just need the money. It just didn't set right with me. So I was just like, man, I got this money in my 401k. What I want to do? So I just jumped off the ledge. I ain't had no plan. I just quit and went and just started pushing the clothing company out there. Went to a couple different shows. Traveled around and just pushed my brand for a while. And I coached football at the YMCA, and I coached elite football for 7th and 8th graders. So a lot of NFL guys, I coached their sons in football.
Oh, wow.
So I was just doing that for a minute. And then I got somebody pregnant. So I had to jump back in that corporate struggle. That corporate.
He said,
I jumped back.
I got somebody pregnant.
And let me preface that I got my wife pregnant. I was lucky enough to get the love of my life pregnant, you know. But yeah, that's what kind of, you know, catapulted me into making more money.
Good.
2 daughters later.
Yeah, and daughters will definitely change your life.
Man,
that's for
changed my life.
Boys is easy. I can tell you. My first one was a son, but when my daughter came, that's where I said no more music. I can't be out in these streets. I gotta get away from these women. Life changes real quick.
Man, real quick. But to the point he was saying, I think that's another thing that kind of got me. It was one thing my daughter said, and she came from school probably like a year or 2 ago, or daycare. And she was just like, I was like, oh, so how was today? Were you being a good listener? Were you listening to the teacher? And she's like, yeah, I was a good listener. I had a good day. And then she said, were you a good listener? Did you listen to your teacher? And I was like, I don't have a teacher. I was a boss. She was like, oh, so you got a boss? Do you listen to your boss? And I was like, oh, man. I did not want to get her in the cycle of going from teacher to boss. So it's just the light bulb was just like, so it's just when you talk about fiscal responsibility and who taught me, I think like as we get older, we're getting into space and now we're learning these days of how important that is. Yeah. We're starting to teach ourselves in order to make sure our kids are equipped with that knowledge.
Right.
And I would say that's probably one of the number one reason why for us as black men grow up is when we do have kids, because then bills really hit you. So for those of us that are definitely involved in our kids' life, when those bills hit, you then figure out, all right, I got to do better. And then growing up in the hood, like everybody sees the lifestyle that we live today, and they would never think that. Because the moment we get out, like, because there's very few of us that get out, but the moment you get out, where's the one place you never want to go back to? Yeah, so I can tell you, I when I was young, especially like when you're younger, like you glorify the hell out the hood. But as you get older and you become a man, you start to see what it's really about. And then it's like, I need to get everybody that I know out the hood.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's a two-way street. You either go on this way, which is prison, or you go on this way, which is there's no return. So it's like, and then showing someone how to go this way is the hardest thing in the world, because they feel like, I take it since I moved here to Arizona. I got a cousin lives in South Phoenix. He blooded up. This fool done been shot on his front porch 3 times since I done moved out here.
Jeez.
Right? Bruh, it's time to move. It's time to go. It's time to make a change. But you know how hard it is? Because it's like, all they know is gang banging and their hood in their area. Because it's like, let me show you what the East Valley look like. Man, I ain't going to East Valley. That's far. It ain't even far. You in Central Phoenix right now. You in the South Side. You 30 minutes, or not even 30 minutes away.
Drive an hour to get
but
that
it comes,
cat, though.
It comes to
but you'll drive all the way to California to go get that biscuit.
I think that's conditioning though. They're so used to the neighborhood, and even like it equates to business as well. Like we're conditioned to go to school, get out of school, get a job working for 30, 40, 50 years, retire on a pension. So it's kind of like the same thing. You just gotta want different or be shown different to branch out from that.
But we can't forget though, like there's also like there's a piece too where people it's an argument that people don't have a choice. I just think today the choices are there where they weren't before, where you were kind of sheltered in the hood, to where I feel like your choices are limited, and it may be a lot harder for you than it is for this other person. Right. But we do have those. I swear, like. Because I think about when people have this argument that there's times I glimpse back to my childhood where I could have probably made this other choice. And like, it would have put me in a whole different direction.
But at that time, it seemed like there was no other choice.
It seemed like it wasn't no other choice. Yeah. Or like, I decided to go to football practice and not go where my boys were stealing pit bulls. Yeah. So like, and they ended up going to jail. And that could have started like a cycling version. So it's like, we got these choices that maybe it's not like a choice that we see in a big picture, but it's like these small choices that we make, these
Butterfly
small
effect.
decisions that affect the path we take.
Yeah, there's every person's life has a butterfly effect. So you can make this one small choice which dictates your life, but also that one small choice that dictates your life also dictates those around you. So like your boys went to go steal the pit bulls, you decided to go football practice. Now what would have happened if you would have decided to go with them, and then also what would have happened to them had you actually gone with them? Yeah. You know, because it's always a different effect. It's like a cause and effect, a cause and effect, and a cause and effect. And it's like ongoing, and it's like, you know, throw a rock in a pond. It's a ripple. It's gonna hit every part of the sooner or later.
I got a question for Presh. So, being a woman, you grew up out here, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. When getting involved with a man, is it important to know his background? As far as like how he grew up, what he's into, just some of the stuff we're talking about.
No, it's not necessarily important, but there is one thing that I do look at, and it has to do with a lot of news out there, is what people do to their stepkids, men. You know what I mean? The bad stuff. So I'm very cautious when it comes to that. Very cautious. And I got myself into a situation once where didn't date for a long time. Finally, I dated this guy, and I did my research. Of course, I did my research on him.
As far as what? What do you mean your research?
Records.
So you ran a background check?
I ran a background. Because so I dated him before I dated the kid's dad.
Okay.
Okay? He went away, and I don't know where he disappeared to. Well, he was in prison. What happened to you, you know? And he's like, oh, you know, I was born in the hood in Chicago. It was either get killed or fight for your life, you know? He's like, it caught up with me. That's why I'm here. I did the background check. Everything came back. Everything was good. Everything was good, right? My kid didn't like him. He wasn't supposed to meet him. It was a pop-up surprise. He showed up at my house. It was a surprise. Wasn't supposed to meet him. Met him. My son didn't like him. Didn't like him. I don't know what the problem is. So I kept doing my research, kept doing it. I don't know, 3-4 months went by. Finally, I found a website where it said, oh, pay $30 and you get their marital status, their addresses, email addresses, phone numbers. Sure enough, everything I suspected was on there.
Like what?
Child molestation.
How is that not shown before though?
And so we did our research and we went to the website, what is it when there's predators in your name?
You have to like register.
He was on there.
Yeah,
and I don't understand because I looked him up on
every 50
states.
jail record.
The only reason, and I wouldn't typically run a background check on anybody, but because I knew he was in jail, I needed to know. And he told me exactly what it was for.
You know?
Yeah, he told me exactly what it was for. He's like, aggravated assault. It was all the bad stuff you would do in Chicago projects.
Oh, that's
yeah.
good.
So, and
Another
then
R. Kelly.
So you were okay with him like shooting people and shit, but
what?
Yeah, but
Hey, but that's crazy. But
he
think
grew
about
up.
that.
He
But
told me, and he had valid reasons. He's like, that's why I moved here. I tried to get away. It caught up with me. I did my time. Whatever.
And then he disappeared again, or he disappeared.
No, I found out after he disappeared when he came back into my life recently. So I did the research. I was like, what were your?
And now those new ones showed.
So he did the time because it caught up with him. Years later, he did the time. And then he came back recently, and then I was like, what is this? So I looked up all 50 states, what he was in there for, what he did, why he did it. Finally, I paid the $30, and yeah, I found it. And then,
right on, Presh. Protect them babies.
Yeah, and so, no, it's not necessarily important. Yeah, it's important. It's important. But if he's in the hood in a gang and he did his time, no, that's not important. But I do my research, yes. Thorough research.
Background check.
I paid the $30. That's $30 I paid.
I mean, the way it is
kill
nowadays.
somebody, though.
So you ain't got kids yet. The moment you have kids, and let's say you date somebody, and your kids don't like them too, like I refuse to date. If my kids don't like somebody, well, they ain't met nobody. But if my kids didn't like somebody, oh no, it's all raps. It's raps, like super raps.
Open up a can of worms you don't even want to deal with. Right?
Because. Like, and that's what makes it hard dating when you're like a single parent and you do have kids. Like, you want to, you got to put whoever you're dating through all these different things to see if y'all are even gonna mesh before you bring him into the fold and you bring him into the house where your kids lay their head and so forth and so on. And then like if your kids don't like him, like if I date somebody and she got kids and they kids don't like me, I'm not even gonna try to make it work with you, baby girl. Your kids come first, cause.
But will you put in the work to try to make them kids like you first before you bow out?
Yeah, I mean, usually you will, but this is the thing. Like, if kids don't like you, there's something that is going on. Either
What could it be though? What do they know though?
So
kids have. So we all as humans have like gut react. Like if I meet somebody and in my gut it just don't feel right, I am not messing with you. I don't care, male, female. If I just have that feeling to where like everything about you, like that's your God-given reaction to good and bad people. If I don't like you and I don't know who you are, it's raps. And it's been proven time after time, because when you younger, you go through that and you'll see that and it's like, man, he cool. Don't worry about him, right? And then later on, that's the one that snitched or set you up or robbed your homie and all that. So as you get older, you start to listen to your gut. Well, guess what? Kids got that way more than what we do as adults, because we've been tried and tested and went through so much. They haven't. And kids are very honest,
Kids are honest, but I think the reason why my kids didn't want me to date was because I was with their dad for so long.
That's another reason.
He did his thing, and I went a whole 3 years without talking to anybody. I not just focused on us. It was just like, I got to find me by myself. Not even thinking of the kids. I had to find what I wanted. So when this dude came over unannounced, number one.
This is the third person that's been to the house. She said she don't never had nobody
That
at the
was one
house.
of them.
That one, the crazy white guy, the country singer.
Whatever.
She said she don't have nobody at the house.
He wasn't supposed to come over.
Invited.
He wasn't invited.
I didn't know where he lived at.
Well, because he dropped me off before, so we had the fight going, and I was like, me and my son are gonna watch it. He's like, that's cool, but I wasn't trying to pay no $80-$90 for it, so I decided not to. He shows up, and so I invited my neighbors, like, hey, let's pretend this is a party or something. So the thing that my son didn't like was, number one, it's a new dude. He doesn't know. I never talked about him, and he's like holding my hand. And my son's like, the reason why I didn't like him, not because of what he looked like or
How
anything.
old was your son at the time?
He was 9. The reason why he didn't like him was he's like, dude, he didn't try to get to know me. He was just with you. He didn't talk to he talked to me, but was like, dude, like, I'm cool. Like, look at my cool new shoes, and look, I got a
I mean, that's definitely the guy's fault for sure.
Totally.
The first thing I would have did step into a situation. I wouldn't even did any PDA.
Yeah.
And I never met your son in front of your son, because that would have just thrown. That kind of would probably threw him off.
It was bad, and he just hated him, and I was like, and I liked the dude, I liked him, so I was coming up with the excuses on trying to like get him to know him, and he's like, he's been to jail, hasn't he? And I was like, you do your research? He's like, no, he has an ankle monitor. Oh, that's an ankle.
So
he's a good kid, and that ended quickly.
If you ever a single and you dating a female and a female has a son, I was a son. Boy, you better make sure you put in the time with the boy first, because we are like lions. We are lions.
Yeah.
Like, we don't like no dude around our mom. Period.
Yeah.
You look like you got something you want.
I ain't never had another daddy. To his point, I ain't never had another daddy.
I'm just soaking it in.
My dad did some time, and when my dad did some time, my mom entertained. I can tell you, boy, no, don't you even. We used to be.
Well, you were 5'10" at 8 years old.
Shut up. Shut up.
He said he was 5'10" at 8 years old. Look at 5'10" now.
At 130.
At
130.
You were not 5'10" at 8 years old, dude.
That means you never got taller.
I didn't. I really didn't.
You just.
And then at 12.
People who are 5'10"
by
at 8
the time-
years old grow to be like 6'5", 6'6".
Never happened.
I need to see a
Just gave him
goddamn
false hope.
picture. He's lying.
He's like, I need to see you as a kid next to a ruler.
Next to a normal size human being.
Actually, I do got a picture of that. I'll show it to you. What we gonna do real quick is take a break, but we'll be back here in a minute. First off, let me introduce myself. My name is Penny the motherfucking Pimp. Straight out of Chicago, bitches. Where my money, man? I want my money, man. So look, the reason that I'm here today as a public service announcement, y'all niggas been fucking up the game, man. You're fucking up the game, okay? You're giving these bitches too much of your fucking attention, nigga. You're down in the DMs, you're sending text messages all times of the day and all times of the night, and that's not the way the game is played. Nigga, you's a motherfucking pimp. You supposed to run this shit. So I'm gonna go ahead and teach you. Welcome to the Pimp Chronicles. My name is Penny the motherfucking Pimp. And I'm out more game than the Hall of Fame. From major leagues to the NFL to the NBA. My game's so motherfucking tight that even Willow won't blow away in this bitch. And most of y'all niggas don't know who the fuck that is. I gave Bishop Don Magic Wand the game that he portrays today. You see this color, man? Can't nobody else rock this shit the way I do. I'm the same color as a motherfucking penny, nigga. And you feel like I might be broke? Bitch, look at me. I'm dazzling. I got more shit in my pocket than you've ever seen in your entire lifetime. I don't even need to show it. I'm old school as a motherfucker. You better get on the same page that I'm on if you want to be where I'm at. Again, nigga, Penny the motherfucking Pimp. Welcome to the Pimp Chronicles, bitch.
Man, this supposed to be a light podcast, bro. That all deep. Like, I ain't never seen this much deepness in y'all podcast.
Yeah.
It's cool though. It's cool. Like pressure over here. Like, oh shit, background checks. Yeah, how do you put people through background checks? You just request them online?
You know what? I don't do it just to anybody. I don't do it to just anybody. I really don't. I just had to know. I had to know.
Sure.
I had to know if he went in for what he said he did, and he did. The thing that it missed was, it said something about hidden information, and I had to pay, and I don't understand why it wasn't public information.
That should definitely be public.
But I paid the money.
No, that's just that company making that money.
Probably could have found somewhere. Found it.
No, I looked.
Hey, but we back.
Oh, we are.
We back.
Hey.
Wee.
Yeah, guys.
It just got hot this summer, didn't it? Alright, so as y'all know, here at No Capping and All Drip, since we introduced Presh brought something with her that is new to the set of No Capping and All Drip, where she truly brings out whether you capping or not. And what do we call that?
The Dirty Fish Bowl.
Let us get the Dirty Fish Bowl!
Yes. Arvana Brown, thank you.
She said Vanna Brown. Vanna Brown, who has never even been seen on camera.
Never seen. You just see a brown hand.
You don't even see the hand. It's not even in the video.
Okay.
All right, what's the rules around this one?
I think they're gonna be the same. You're gonna pick it. We should get some glasses.
No. We gonna do the exact same thing. I like what we did for the last episode.
The one pass you pick.
If you pass, you pick who it goes to, and then if you pass after that, $10 to the pot, which
a viewer will get.
Correct.
What about the?
And we got some people that owe some money.
I do owe $10.
Some dollars.
All right. I don't know if there's that many.
Yeah, we do Cash App, Venmo.
Got Cash App on. Where am I checking on my savings set up?
The way it's set up.
Set up is I'm answer everything.
All right, so you get one pass, but on the pass you pick who has to answer the question. So you go first as the guest.
Read
the question out loud.
All right, Bar Vanna Brown.
Break them in.
Do you prefer is shaved or natural? This question here has been contemplated by the greats.
Since the beginning of time.
We want to know.
So,
Hold up, Vanna Brown. What is wrong with you?
shaved or natural? Shaved or natural? I'd like to go with shaved with a hint of
Laney strip?
fuzz.
Laney strip?
Really?
Yeah,
Like a little-
Or
I
like-
don't want the strip, but I don't mind like the I don't mind it being a little fuzz. Just
Really?
like a little
3 days
fuzz.
after.
So Trent,
Maybe
you want
2
Trent.
days.
You want Trent.
2 days after. I like the fresh because like when you go two barrel all the time, you get pricklies like on your face. You know, do all this.
Yeah.
What you talking about prickles? Your whole face is covered.
Yeah, but you know.
Give me that. Let's get that.
Okay then.
Why keep always
This is the rotation,
ball
man.
hogging?
Shut
What you
up.
ball
Yeah, you
hogging?
gotta make sure you pick the right one.
Have you ever been embarrassed of someone you were seeing? Hell no, I ain't gonna date you. Like one scenario where they embarrass me, or just
No,
embarrassed
just like
of the
you're
person?
embarrassed.
You're
of her.
embarrassed to even be out in
Let's
public
say
with
she
him.
wasn't the prettiest, but
Fuck
maybe she was.
no.
Like who does this?
Somebody who you went out with only at night.
Never.
Somebody
that
that
just
you
came
never
over.
took in public.
That I never took in
She was
public.
only
Yep.
supposed to come over, but y'all had to go grab something to eat real quick.
Nah, see,
Even when you had to get something to eat, it was
when I
DoorDash
was, when I was
home.
doing my casual thing, there was women like that I was attracted to. So they were attractive, so I wouldn't be embarrassed to be out with them. But I didn't enjoy them personality-wise, so I wouldn't go out with them. If that makes sense.
That's
So
a little
no
So they can come to the crib.
So you ain't basically you've never dated a booger wolf.
No, but-
Never,
No.
Okay.
never. Check
I
my
have.
resume. Facts, I've rarely dated.
Yeah, why is it so long?
What does it say?
Pass your phone to the right.
Oh yeah.
Search the words pussy or dick. Read the last text.
I have to go into your search text messages.
I ain't worried about that.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Search what?
So
Go to
go
your,
to, just go to your
go to your
inbox.
messages.
I'm already in it.
Search pussy.
Pussy.
I definitely have more to offer than pussy.
Damn, you doing them cold out here, my guy.
Let's read this.
That was a good one.
News flash. All women have a pussy. Show me something more. Seems no one can and thinks niggas just want pussy.
Okay.
I put them in their place.
What does the third one say?
Oh, now you want no condom in the fit. I don't even know. And look, that's a number that's not saying.
That's even worse.
Oh, come
You
on.
raw dog it unsafe.
There's a lot of them.
These are
even in my
old, but you
phone.
gotta understand. I have a Samsung, so I do smart switch.
Nah,
Sure.
fuck you.
No, I got text messages from 6
Right.
years ago.
It's showing the most recent. What's the date on that?
Nigga, December 16, 2008.
Read mine.
Pussy. Fix my sinus infection, but break my pussy.
That's funny as hell.
Wait, you gotta put dick too.
Oh yeah, we will.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Wait, yeah, I'm straight on this one.
That's
Press,
disrespectful.
read that
Yeah,
silence.
you got that. You said,
Read mine.
tip of this dick.
That's from Gabby.
See, I got shit in
I
here.
will cut Jimmy's dick all the way off and burn it. Damn.
All mine says is, I
I'm
want
cool,
the
bro.
dick,
You ain't gotta read
news
that.
flash, have me shown.
It took you a while, so you erased the other one.
Yeah, you did. You
No, I
erased it.
didn't.
What is
Here,
it?
Press, you
Okay,
show
okay,
go.
my turn. That was good.
But y'all thought I wasn't gonna do it.
Perfect person got
you're
that
gonna
one.
do it. Wow.
I told you I don't give a fuck.
So
I
wait,
give
what's
no-
up with you talking about raw sex with an unsaved number though?
Yeah, what was that
That's
one?
kind of crazy.
No, people send me some crazy ass shit. And I'm like, I'll put them in their place. No, what the hell you trying to get me to
Just
have sex
random
without a
people?
condom?
What?
Yes, random people.
What?
Well,
Randomly
okay.
got your number.
No, even now, I still get calls and
Baby
text messages for a Trisha Smith.
Interesting.
And I'm gonna tell you that I've got some dick pics that came through my shit. So whoever was this, she was getting it.
I'm glad we didn't type in dick. That's in your phone.
Now that was immediately, you wrong number. Don't send that shit over here.
Nigga.
Fuck out of here. What's wrong with you?
This one's easy. Would you rather have sex with a little person or a giant?
Oh yeah.
A giant.
Little person for you.
For me,
Per the last episode I saw, you don't really like that.
Hey.
She's scared of.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm watching the podcast.
She's scared of grown men. She's scared of grown men.
This is one I actually watched.
She wants little boys.
he knows. Scared, guys.
Have you ever fantasized about having sex with one of your teachers?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
Miss Brilla,
Miss Langston.
Wow, Miss Brilla, Miss Langston,
Man.
Miss Ward.
Miss Ward.
I
great.
think every male.
Third grade. Oh,
Man.
That was my 3rd grade.
oh man.
God.
What a
I'm
year.
talking high
What a year. What a
I'm
year.
talking high school to where I feel like if I would have got a chance, I would have.
My English teacher was on me hard, but she just didn't do it for me. She
I had
looked
a
like
teacher.
Sally Jesse Raphael.
When was the last time you masturbated? Shit, it's been about a day or so, 2 days.
Shit,
up.
man. Let me think. About a day or so. Like,
Ay.
I wish I would have got that one. That was easy. Shit. How many ounces make a pound? 16, motherfucker. What's the shit do?
easy.
They tried to trick you. They thought they were gonna get one.
And it says bonus. What does bonus mean?
That means.
That's the bonus question.
Random bonus question. How you got a room full of hood niggas and you ask this question of everything? How many grams is in an ounce?
20 ounces of the pound, nigga.
What are the names of the ships that sailed the Plymouth Rock?
What? Oh, we got a history teacher in here?
First of all, fuck them. Second of all, I don't know.
Isn't that $10?
The Mayweather?
No, hold
because she's
on,
still
hold
gotta-
on. I want to pass
This is the
it.
Mayweather.
Is this something?
The Mayflower.
Oh, Mayflower something like.
Hold on.
You didn't even know. I gave you a
He
clue.
said the
Hold on.
You
Mayweather.
didn't even know
Hold
though.
on. I think
I dropped a clue.
This should
Floyd
be-
was
this should
Floyd
be-
was a ship.
I
Floyd just became a ship.
want this to be a group question. What, you guys?
Pass it to someone, and if they don't answer it, that's a donation.
Who can I pass it to? You're the only one that didn't react to it or respond.
I already know all of them.
What is it?
That's a donation.
He knew what it was.
There's 10.
Who would give those?
Oh, that's crazy.
All right. If
And that's
we were
$10 already.
to go through your porn history, what would be your top search? Oh shit.
Is it on your computer or your phone?
Niggas still watch porn on the computer?
Yeah.
That's different.
That's like a lot of work too.
That's different.
It's on my phone. You wouldn't look at my history because I go incognito tab if you know anything about that.
Fact.
What was the last thing I looked at? The last thing I looked at was I think it was like lesbian threesomes.
Oh my god.
Lesbian threesome.
That's your top
Joints don't do
searches?
nothing for
Oh,
me.
my top search?
Like, what's your go-to
Oh, my go-to.
when you on the hub?
Oh,
Shit, Latina
Blacks
fat
on
ass.
blondes.
Yep.
What?
Blacks on blondes.
Okay. You equal opportunity.
Iowa, bro. I live in Iowa, bro. By the way, I will throw this out there.
Like he went from St.
My
Louis
wife-
to Iowa.
Right.
My wife
And
is
the
the
white
first
girls
black,
got
girl,
a-
black girl I dated.
Oh
Yes.
Oh shit.
He used to the snow.
Pink toes, pink
Have
toes.
you ever had pity sex? Define pity sex.
You felt sorry for them.
Like,
And just threw him a little.
She was like,
Literally just threw him a
"Hey,"
bone?
Like, I'm sad.
we could have been thinking about doing something.
Oh,
else.
like.
She was having a bad day.
No, and she's like, oh my god, and she's confiding in you, and she like tries to kiss you, and you're like, okay, why not?
Oh, so you taking advantage of a hurt girl?
No, she's taking advantage of you, and you're being nice.
No,
Oh.
that's never.
I like that.
That's
Yeah, I'm
never.
gonna
I like that.
Never.
I'm passing.
Oh my god.
Oh!
Yes.
You done gave out some pity pussy?
I
This is
did.
fucked up.
Oh, my God.
For somebody that swears she don't do
Hold
nothing.
on. I was 18 years old, They
Mama
flew
gotta
me
have a
out.
life
They
too.
moved me out to New York, or they flew me out to New York City for my birthday.
No background check.
I just turned 18 years old. I was about to move to New York City, so I went to go test the waters, right? And my friend and her people threw me a party. And there was this guy, and he was like so sad that his girlfriend broke up with him and stuff. And he was like, or I didn't know this at first. He was like coming out to me. I was like, no, no, no. I kept saying no. And then like later on, his guy friend was like, hey, like, he's sad. I don't care. And like I was staying there, so I spent the night. He ended up spending the night. He was sad, right?
Presh got that pity pussy.
And whatever.
Presh got that
And
pity
he was sad, and that's how it ended.
Well, they have to.
We've been out here.
Somebody need to be sad around you for 6 hours. I'm good.
He was there longer, but then he was like, oh, his girlfriend just broke up with him. Like he was good. I mean, he was all right, but
How was the pity sex?
it was horrible. Like I really felt.
I mean, because he
just was
couldn't
like,
put nothing into it.
It was. I just felt like he was thinking about his girlfriend or his whatever she was.
Oh man.
It was bad.
Dang.
I did that once.
You was the replacement.
I was 18.
Yeah, you know,
You know,
That happens.
it happens.
it did. I mean, apparently it didn't happen to you guys, but it happened.
I ain't have to, you know.
I had some pity.
Have you ever had sex with two friends, cousins, at different times? Like two separate friends, and
Like,
not-
have you ever had like with two different, like either friends or cousins, like had sex with them? Like
They were either related or they were either best friends in the same
Homegirls.
group.
So have you ever smashed a girl and then smashed her homegirl later down the line?
Well,
Or her
yeah,
sister.
I've smashed the ex's best. I told that story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I did that.
I think all dudes have probably did that at least.
I did that on some revenge shit though. She did some.
I don't know.
some-
He's thinking about it.
I don't know if they was friends, but they knew each other. Like,
I mean, I did a mother and a daughter, so
that's ruthless.
the daughter hooked it up.
That's weird.
Do you still know said mother and daughter?
I didn't.
How?
We still friends. We still
How
friends.
close are they?
Oh no, they live in Missouri.
Okay. Oh, I'm thinking. Yeah. Never mind.
Who are you thinking?
Later.
Oh, there's more than one.
Huh?
No, there's not.
No.
Answer the question, Presh.
Oh, and you can't pass.
Oh, I can too.
No, you're
For
faster than
$10.
already.
Oh, I did.
Hey,
Strange
Oh,
fetishes.
shit.
let's get it.
This show, we used to talk about all relationships. Now we talk about all sex. This is so. Look, y'all always blame it on
Just a
men.
dirty fishbowl.
These are women that create
The whole-
the stuff that goes
yes.
in here, and you think that men are dirty? Y'all get to see firsthand what these women really be about.
You know, I don't know how to answer this.
Honestly,
Duh.
Yeah, it
I
seems
don't,
like the
do
best
I have
way.
any strange fetishes?
Oh, yeah. Oh.
I mean, you've already admitted that you like
Yeah, you do.
feet.
I don't have a foot fetish. I enjoy a pretty foot, pretty feet. That's not a fetish. I don't want to eat them or anything. I don't know, guys.
Maybe we need
Hurry
to get you.
up.
Maybe we need to get you some more water so it'll flow more freely.
I got nothing. I don't know.
I don't
got
believe
You're a
that.
liar.
I don't
I
believe
swear.
that whatsoever.
Friend back there ratting on you.
Yep.
I don't.
Okay, speak up or forever hold your peace.
That's all I got. I'll think of it later.
So
And
you
I'll-
donate.
And I'll tell you guys.
So you're donating.
No, give me a minute to think about it.
No, that's the last question.
It is the last question.
Then yes, I'm donating. Got $10.
$20 to the pot from Presh.
Oh,
Hey.
Hey.
I know. I'm going broke. Anyway,
Do you see what this is?
Let me see.
You read that shit?
Yeah, I just asked him how much.
You fucking stupid.
Oh my gosh.
Who does that on Snapchat?
I'm about to have the feds at your
It
door.
said pounds for the low. These is like I'm
I'm about
getting
to have
up.
the feds at his door.
What you think?
Send me an address. Send me where.
This nigga, you stupid.
You know that person?
No, I told you, I'm getting hella ads off Snapchat today. This is one of them. And the first thing they send is pounds for the low.
Maybe they're like looking at your jewelry and think
People
you're a
have
drug
no
dealer.
message etiquette.
I ain't even put nothing on Snapchat today. And what I did, I was just got out the shower.
Do you have pounds on the low?
Turn around, I'm finna take a picture of your ass and send them. Say, this
Oh
is
my
how many
God.
pounds can you get me?
On the low.
No.
See what this dumbass
Get off your
responded.
phone. We're
Did you respond
recording.
already?
Pounds from 500 to 11.
Be like, nah, I'm cool on Reggie.
Yeah. That's
Tell
right.
him to send you
What we selling that at?
Venmoing you
Mexico?
first.
What's that TJ weed?
I said no Reggie needed.
But thanks though, smiley face.
Thanks. I'll be sure to let Phoenix Police Department know.
Go
That
find his
nigga gonna block you
location.
so fast.
Who does that shit?
Go look up his location.
Anyway, I mean, that was cool. I feel like we should have had some more questions.
That's
Yeah,
usually how much
did
we
the
always
questions
have.
this time?
I know. I
Gabriella
feel.
did. I feel like we ran out of questions.
Were they dirty? They didn't really feel that.
I mean, you
dirty.
got Google. Use Google.
We
Regular
have.
PG-13. Like
We
spin
haven't.
the bottle.
We haven't.
Some regular
Spin the
shit.
bottle questions.
Other questions?
Yeah.
What we got? out
How
here?
about you guys? What questions do you guys have? We'll see. We'll ask each other questions. What do you got?
Butt sex.
No.
Your favorite topic.
No.
Your favorite
You know what?
topic.
It is. I do always bring it up, but no.
She said, "What do you got?"
I've never tried it. I do always talk about it though.
You the ass or something. You need to live a little
I mean,
bit.
No.
she
You never ate
she
no
already
ass?
tossed salad.
I was kidding. You know, I didn't know what that meant.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't know what that meant.
She drank on tossing salad.
Yeah, I did.
To only
Never
say
had
she
mine.
didn't even know what it means.
No, dude, I didn't until the next day. I was like, you guys know, I did not know what that meant.
No, we
Have
didn't.
you ever had a
Especially,
man ask you to eat his ass?
No,
has a man ever tried to eat your ass?
Verbally or non-verbally?
both, none. No, nothing. I can't do it.
You never put a finger in the butt?
I know.
Never had a finger put in your butt?
Won't let it.
You lying.
I know you're
No.
lying. The whole look on your
That's just
face
like
says lie.
customary.
Dude, stop. Stop.
You
no.
hate being put on the spot.
I don't. Like, I
Ladies
honestly,
and gentlemen.
I honestly don't do it. I do ask a lot of questions because I'm curious.
Fresh.
You living through everyone else?
Fresh.
Yeah,
I
I
have a
want to
question.
know. Ask me the question.
How many dicks been in your mouth?
Oh.
I'm not answering that question. I'm not answering that question.
Well, I got a
Because
question.
I don't know the answer.
I have
Like,
a question.
Go ahead.
Body count. Is that important in a relationship?
Probably not.
So why y'all make such a big deal
I
out
don't,
of
just
it?
to give you a hard time.
I think some dudes make a deal about it too.
Did you see the episode
With
where he gave
females.
his?
No, that
Oh.
just aired today.
Oh.
500.
Well, by the time that this comes out, we weren't able to put an exact number. It's just 500 plus.
So this body count conversation came from what? The Blueface deal? Saying
No, it was
got
before that
1,000 in
even
6
happened.
months?
No, it was before that even happened. Body count was just a question. for
Blueface
him
hit
to-
1,000 in 6 months?
In 6
That's what he
months.
said.
Yeah.
I could believe that.
He said a little later that
He said a
he might
couple
have been.
fivesomes. That's what he
Yeah,
said.
he said he might have been a little exaggerating, but he said it was a lot, like over 500 for sure.
So I will say this. When you do music, even if you're in another city and they at any point in time are feeling you, even if you're not signed, but you're like the opening act for some signed shit, when I tell you it is so much thrown at you, or when you're out and you're with certain people and they see you with that person, it's like a waterfall.
It's easy being a good looking dude getting chicks. So I can only imagine being rich or having money, being famous. Like,
Hear this guy.
huh?
Just listen to you, bro.
Huh?
Well,
He's
you know,
like, I'm already a pretty guy.
it's easy.
So imagine if
Good
I
looking
had
and
money.
getting chicks.
I'm not
you know,
speaking for
it's easy.
myself.
Yeah,
I'm just
It's
saying.
easy. No, I'm messing with
no.
you. It just sounded like, it's easy being good looking and getting chicks, Give me some money, it's over.
It is easy getting chicks though.
Yeah, it is. It is. I think, Arizona like 5 to 1.
I'm finna hold up.
Really?
This
Yeah.
motherfucker sent me pictures.
Of the
So I'm
pounds?
finna do something. Watch this. I'm finna respond to him. Hey, if anybody wants to get any weed, we got this nigga named Sean G. He has pounds for the low. Just hit him up. Sean G on
500 to 1100.
what is it? This Snapchat, right?
Snapchat.
Snapchat. Sean G got pounds for the low, world. Let him know. And we recording our show right now. Hey, Sean G. Thanks for the look. I'm gonna hook you up.
Pounds for the low.
Hey, if anybody.
Did you send it to him?
Hell yeah. I give no fucks.
Oh my god.
People really think I be giving a damn right here. They don't understand. I'm a goddamn fool. Watch his ass. He gonna delete me.
What else you guys got? Without asking me questions.
Because it's fun putting you on the spot. Because
Why?
you turn red from here to here.
There's a lot of stuff that I don't want to answer. Yes. Yeah.
You just be capping.
No.
I asked Bailey
I'm not
something hard. He been putting some pressure on you.
Yeah, you have.
What? I've already given everything. What is there?
Have you?
What is there to give? I've given it all.
You guys gotta help me out.
And you know I'm gonna answer it, so that's the thing. It
So
doesn't
you eat
matter.
booty too?
Do you
No.
eat booty? He doesn't eat booty.
No.
You never ate, your tongue ain't never slid down
Not even
there?
close. Not even
No.
close.
Not right there.
Like I won't even eat pussy from the back.
Oh, you don't even eat vagina?
Oh, he did.
No, I do definitely do
He
that,
can fuck
but
500
I
women.
won't
That means
from
he
the
ate
back.
at least 200 to 300
No, that
boxes.
is not true either. You better stop. Don't be listening. He be capping.
So you haven't been with 500 plus women?
I'm saying I haven't
Answer the
eaten
question,
that
yes
much.
or no?
I haven't eaten
Answer
that much
the
cookie.
question.
I haven't eaten
So
that
not
much
even
cookie.
half?
Not even half. No, hell no.
It gotta be at least half.
Nah. Cause you gotta think most of these for real was just groupies and we was like, so I used to hit the same cities over and over and I've been single for a long time. So when I hit that city, it's easy. Hit them back up and go.
I got
through
a
it.
question for you. You ever ate some Tinder box?
Some what?
Some box from off of Tinder.
Tinderbox.
Oh, like the dating
Tinder.
app?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tinderbox.
Don't lie.
No.
Kitty litter.
No.
Never.
I've never dated anyone long term from online dating.
Okay.
So you gotta date them long term.
When's the last time you had sex?
The same time you had sex.
When's the last time you had
What are you talking about? What are you
sex? No, we did not.
Answer the question, baby.
I just did.
We did not.
lying
No, we
though.
did
I
not.
just did.
You're capping.
No, you're capping.
Really?
Stop capping.
Stop.
shit.
Tell him. No. we didn't.
Like, he
Wait,
was
when did y'all see each
Answer the
other?
question. We didn't. Answer the question.
I just did.
You did not.
I really just did.
What did you?
No, he's saying he just did have sex right before this.
Yeah,
Oh, you
I
did?
did.
Oh, you're capping. This is your show.
See, look.
He gave you just answer.
If
You
you
don't want to
didn't.
believe it?
If you
Wait,
How you
lie,
know he ain't had sex this morning?
I don't.
I woke
Okay.
up in some cookie this morning.
Did you?
I did.
Oh my God.
Double stuff.
So that's 501.
No, he said it wasn't exact 500. It might be 580, might be 6. We
So
just
it might
thought
be
that
582 then.
I don't know how many it is.
I might got the lowest body count in the room.
How many is that?
I don't know. Body count?
Yeah.
Lowest body count in the room.
Does your wife know?
Yeah, she know I got a pretty low body count.
Okay.
So you know I'd be lying. My voice go up high.
Don't get in trouble.
Look, I will say this.
But how long
Hold
you
on,
been
let
married?
him.
I've been married 2 years.
Okay.
So I'm probably at like,
See, that's different too, because
Has
as
she
a
ever-
college,
I'm under double digits
You under double?
for sex.
Me too, bruh.
For sex.
You're under double digits.
For,
Okay, for BJ?
This year, right?
no.
This year?
How many?
For BJs?
Nah, he played football and he was traveling around.
For
Nah.
BJs? I'm
For him
probably-
to have played
You're-
college
no, hold
football
on, you're
and
an
in Canada,
athlete. Yeah.
and been
How
to less than
many?
double
Yeah.
digits, that's crazy.
Yeah, because
that's
though,
some
like,
willpower right there.
yeah, because it was more like the whole sex thing. I was scared, like, I had an older brother who got like a a disease,
Yeah.
an STD, and it just looked so bad that it kind of scarred me.
Yeah.
So like I didn't really
so
want
bad?
the genital wart situation.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah, it's my brother. So like,
Your brother. He probably ran in the room. What the fuck is this?
yeah, like so it's just like that kind of scarred me. So like sticking my thing into something.
That's how I was.
I didn't really think about the mouth that you can get it back then. I was stupid. I didn't really think that you can still get stuff from the mouth.
Getting top
But I just knew my mom was just like, don't touch that situation.
Really? But so you let her,
Oh,
let
yeah.
them do it.
Oh yeah, and I didn't for sure.
How many? Do you need my fingers?
I mean, more than what we have in this place.
No, what?
BJ's?
How do you approach that situation? Like, hey, can you give me a buck?
You know how many women are just willing to? I've met so many women that I love sucking.
Especially in the Midwest, like some girls,
they love just doing it.
Would rather do that than to let you.
So how do they approach it? So when you know you're not gonna have sex with somebody, but you're gonna bring them over anyways, just to get a.
So you're overthinking this process.
Yeah.
So what happens is, boy meets girl. Girl makes it very clear that she's not finna give you the cookie, but she ain't got no problem giving you the neck.
There's other ways. There's girls who want to have sex that I just got taught from. You could.
And you just like, no, I'm not like.
And that's the thing too. There's a couple niggas where it's like, once they finish, I'm good. You should have stopped. They'll blame it on them. You should have stopped. So I don't even get nothing now.
And it's like you can't, in this era of Me Too, I ain't force you sucking penis. This is all your head movement. So ain't no rape, ain't no that's all you.
Okay.
I was like, I guess maybe that was just my forte. I just grew up. I'm a blowjob guy.
Okay.
A lot of guys is like that.
What up?
Mm-hmm.
What?
This is a blowjob king over here too.
Oh, is he?
I love that.
He's top down. He don't care about nothing else.
No, we were talking about it earlier off camera. Most women I've been with have given me head, and I fucked them. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, I'll love me some head. I'm gonna just leave it there.
I love me some vagina. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it's all of the above. I
love vagina. Head ain't never really did nothing for me. So when
sorry to hear that.
If I do find, I did have one. Her name was Crystal. Like she was Crystal and Lindsay. Like there was two females for sure that no ifs fans could just. Oh my god. But outside of that, nah. It ain't been. It's not. You gonna be working, putting in like a lot of work too. And I'm thinking, your job better be. It's like going to the gym. You finna work out.
Oh my god.
For 3 hours, and I had a bad college experience.
And females get
married for like 3 years too.
The first time I ever did, I was 20 years old, and it was.
That was the first time you got head?
No, the first time I bust from getting head.
Oh.
Her name was Carmen, and in the front seat of her car, and she was determined. Hour and 45 minutes, just knocking it.
She took that as a challenge, man.
Yeah, that's what it was for her. She said it's a challenge.
I like the
opposite challenge. Fuck that. Hour.
What's the opposite challenge?
How fast can you make me nut? I like girls who think like that.
If you answer it like, yeah, girls don't really make me nut.
Oh yeah, they go hard. Yeah,
they go extra hard.
I ain't
never. No, it's like the competitiveness comes out. Inner beast like.
That's the 42 fake.
Oh, dude, yeah.
I ain't got no good head.
That is actually that's the thing about it is
they go crazy.
That is a good way to actually pull a female into giving you some head.
Fact.
Is by saying I don't even like head, because I can tell you all the time I don't even like head. It don't even do nothing for me.
Oh yeah.
Now all of a sudden every chick want to give you some head.
They think they the blowjob.
That's what I'm saying. That's why. That's the only reason I want Tiana Trump.
Whoa.
And what makes a girl a BJ queen?
Oh, but if you can make
it
me
depends on how you like it.
Yeah, for me, if you can do it and you can get me off in like 10 to 15 minutes, you is the shit.
Okay.
I think if you could definitely get me off in a reasonable time frame, under 20 minutes, and you could take it all in your mouth, yeah. That's
another thing too. If they can actually
in 6 minutes
and you make it noise interactive, you gotta make noise, bro. You can't just be like
can't leave the kids out either. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take care of the kids.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? That's man.
What kid?
The kids.
I'm like, oh, the kids gotta. Gotcha.
The kids on the
gotcha.
Presh like the kids on the face.
Oh no.
Can't be wasting my kids.
Presh, have you ever let a man come on your face?
No.
Would you? I don't believe it.
Don't ask me these questions right now, because I don't do that a lot. I don't do that. I don't casually just do it. And the person I was with was for 9 years. And
So
then
that ain't got nothing to do with
It
casual.
was, yeah.
What you will let
I know,
happen and what you do is two totally different things.
No.
Stop acting like your Mother Teresa around here.
I'm
John.
not.
Have you ever had a girl come on your face?
Hell yeah.
And did you
Just
continue to-
dripping.
You
Like a faucet come or just like it just came?
Like I had a chick where I got her off so hard that it was like it was like she came, but like almost like she almost squirted too at the same
So she
time.
pissed
Like
on
she
you.
came so
That's
much.
all I'm thinking
No, but
about.
it's not because you know when a girl squirt it's totally different
Right.
as opposed to when she came. But she came in a manner that will make you think that she was squirting and it wasn't. It was straight up like she came like a nigga come. Like it was whew.
And you were eating her ass when she did that?
This nigga.
He says, of course.
He didn't answer the question.
No, he says, of course.
Here.
So
Thanks.
you do
Of
it.
course.
This nigga. You just want somebody to just be on your eat ass team. You want somebody so bad. It ain't gonna happen, Keith.
I don't
You
know
by
what you're talking
yourself.
about, brother.
Yeah, I
You
do.
didn't answer the question.
What question?
Do you like butt?
Do I like butt? What you
Butt
mean?
sex.
Oh,
like
if
receiving any
no, so
butt
this
sex.
is. I would say this.
Let him
If-
answer the question.
I can already answer the question for. If he's dealt with the majority of his life, he's dealt with white girls.
They'll get that ass and mouth.
They always want there's for every 3 white girls you ever have sex with, one of them wants to get fucked in the ass. Am I lying?
He is not lying.
He is not. So I know the answer then.
He is not lying.
And they get off on it.
I mean, this was even before college. Like, it was just.
In high school, I just want you to fuck me in the ass.
That used to be crazy.
That used to be crazy?
Yeah, just hearing, because I wasn't doing nothing like that in high school. So to hear, like, a girl got fucked in her ass in high school, I'm like, damn, y'all wildin'.
I was 20 years old before I even allowed it to happen because it was just so. Because you know, as niggas, what's the first thing? She gonna shit on your dick. You gotta shit on your dick. You gotta shit on your dick, right? No, you ain't doing no shit on your
Not
dick.
as a case.
Yeah, and they come so hard, and you just.
Bailey, calm down.
I know. We're sweating and shit.
First, gotta go home after this in
I
case
know.
you're wondering. She's not staying.
Not
No water
staying,
today.
Bailey.
No water today.
Don't need a damn.
You already got some earlier.
You about to be on Tinder right after this episode. Like,
I missed that whole wave.
me
I missed
too.
that whole wave of online dating, man.
You
The
ain't missed
whole-
nothing.
No, not online. Well, I've never done like Tinder.
Yeah, I mean, that like
uh,
dating app. Yeah.
some Instagram.
I missed that too. I missed that wave. I was on Facebook when Facebook first dropped. I caught that wave.
When I
Do
got
you have
out of my
Facebook?
relationship,
I did. I mean, I kind of do, but
when I got out of a relationship
Okay.
at 21, Instagram was really booming. And then that was the first time I ever like had been with someone that, and it wasn't even, I knew him through someone. So we knew of each other, like been around but never had a conversation. And like the DMs started popping and that happened. I was like, oh, this is crazy.
So for me, it was what 20. I was 25. MySpace was hot. Facebook was kicking off. I had just got into a deal. I
was you on Black Planet?
fresh out of. Never did Black Planet.
What's
I did
Black
Black
Planet?
Planet. I was on Black Planet.
But
I was on Black Planet.
but think
for
about
sure.
this.
What is that?
I was.
It was like Moco space, you know.
I was
Exactly.
incognito from 2001 to 2005, so I missed Black Planet.
But wait, what's Moco Space too?
Moco
I've
space
heard of
is
it.
like, that's what like Hispanics use for. It was like the dating, like
It was like-
MySpace for Hispanics.
Black
like,
Planet is Facebook for black people.
black people, straight
Okay.
up.
Literally.
But all these older dudes tell me, I never had it. All these older black dudes tell me how they used to just get pussy on
Dude,
Black Planet.
was
Yeah.
that shit.
Really?
See,
Planet was
when I got
legit.
out of prison, I heard about all that shit.
It's
But
like
it
Jet
was,
Magazine
that wave was
online.
already
Right.
over.
When you got out of where?
But see, I know white girls that was going on Black Planet trying to get some black dudes.
My
always.
favorite porno site. Blacks on blacks. No, I'm just joking.
Oh my God! Hold on.
when I touched down, MySpace was the shit. Facebook was kicking off, and then within a year,
MySpace was cracking.
I got
Alright,
signed. So
I was crushing it on MySpace. But it took too much work to put the page together.
Oh, yeah, with
we was
the,
doing our own tech shit.
Yeah, we was coding at that age.
So I had somebody do that for me. I didn't have to do all that.
Well,
Put
this
your
shit was
fonts on
easy. You
there.
go to a link, you look up MySpace background, you see Wayne or something, you copy paste that motherfucker, then you find out how to do fonts.
Mine was custom. It had my face.
Yeah,
it had
my shit was
music.
custom too.
It had everything on there. When I finally got to MySpace,
My MySpace page is still up. I never deleted it. I just don't
I
log
still
in.
got a couple
yeah.
I know
MySpace
my
pages
shit
still up right
It's
now.
different though. No,
Isn't there
like,
like-
I logged in a couple
yeah,
years
it's
ago.
more for
It's for music now.
musicians.
I can't log in. Mine was an AOL password. The AOL kicked me off a long time ago, so I don't even have an AOL no more. So I can't even log in.
Mine was like a CompuServe. Was that what it was? CompuServe.
CompuServe?
Is that what it is?
I think so.
Yeah, that's what it was. I can't even log in if I wanted to.
I can't log in if I wanted to. I get to just go look
I
at it.
can probably log in
It ain't working. It ain't nothing to look at no more
at
than
all. It's just funny seeing the fucking like the old pictures, people commenting on your wall, the
Yeah.
top, whatever. Like
Like my top, and like if you look at my tops right now,
Top,
it's Tom,
man.
and then there's Chingy,
Tom's ass
and then
always
there's
had to be-
Nelly's, like all
Chingy.
family.
Man,
Yeah.
I Chinky, my top. Used to get beefs. That used to be beefs though. People used to get beefs like, oh, I'm not in
you
your
have
top
your
five.
shorty, yeah, be mad.
Yeah, like I'm not in your
Or
top
if you was
five.
dating a girl,
She had to be number
you
one.
don't put me in your top 8.
Right.
What is going on?
Nah, baby, I don't even
And then
know
she
her
would
like
comment.
that.
She would comment.
I don't
on
know
your
how to do
wall.
it.
Man,
I used to get mad.
This
Yeah.
fool said, "Good looking out."
these
On them pounds, bro.
because he shouted them out.
He
So
shouted them
everybody
out on
got
the pounds, bro.
These drug dealers is getting stupid, boy.
Dry snitching at its finest.
Wow.
I got a homie right now supposed to be posting on Facebook, thumbing through hundreds of dollars, thousands and thousands of hundreds, and he's like, "Let me know if you got an active bank account." I'm like, "You fool!
I be seeing those. Those
I don't
little
know.
shiesty.
You going
Do
straight
those,
to the
do
Fed."
those ever work? What
Oh,
do those
yeah.
be about?
I got a homie.
500,
I'm pretty sure. I'm
No,
pretty
it's not
sure.
turn-
They're
no,
like send me $500
Those are
and we'll
scam.
give
They
you
just give you. But the
$5,000.
people when they be like, "You have an active bank account," that's real shit. I seen a homie crack 35,000 in 3 days doing that.
How?
So I had a friend that turn your 500 into
That's a scam.
5,000.
You send them money and they take your
This
shit.
fool went to Walmart, went to 3 different Walmarts to send the money.
Oh, he got doing
And
that shit?
got.
Yeah.
And
They're
then
like, "Oh, it didn't sit there. Go to the."
he hit me up. I went over there after work. He's like, "You gonna be mad at me?" I said, "What dumb shit you done did now?" He said, "Cause it was a chick that hit him, bad chick." So, long story short, this dude is a glutton for punishment, especially when it comes to females, cause he gets no play. So a badass chick hit him up, and you know, she was doing the 500 to 5,000 to 2.
And they tell you they got someone that works at MoneyGram and they put a glitch in the system.
So
they
this
put another zero
fool,
on
this
your
fool
shit.
sent her the money.
Goofy.
I said, "You's the biggest dummy in the world."
Damn.
The other shit is legit. It's not legit. It's some scamming shit, but it's legit. But
It's
they be
legit
doing the
scam.
people wrong. Yeah, they have people basically
I mean, I know how
put
it works.
money into the account
Yeah.
and then pull the money and then it's some back end shit. I know how it works. I ain't really gonna speak on it too much on camera. But I seen a homie touch $35,000 in 3 days doing it. But that was his half of a half. Because half had to go off to the Connect automatically.
Oh wow.
So just between the people he touched and did it, he touched 70 grand in like 3 days.
wow.
Off of like 5 or 6 people. They getting $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 put into the account. He like, here's $400, here's $300.
That's crazy.
Not doing it.
Disrespectful ever.
Not doing it.
Ever.
Not putting me on Front Street. Cause when they come, they coming hard too.
And that's straight fed. You fucking
That's
with the bank.
straight fetty.
I used to work for a bank. Tired.
Yeah, it's funny because I got a boy who works in the bank and he does fraud prevention, so he be working on shit like
Yeah, man.
catching
That
people
fraud
like
shit
that
ain't no joke.
at all.
Not
I ain't
that
playing
way.
with them people.
That fraud shit ain't no joke.
Because everybody gets caught when it comes to the fraud on that tip. It may take a while, but they gonna get you.
Presh, you ever scam somebody?
Mm-mm.
You don't scam no dudes? Never got them out of nothing?
No, I wish I could.
Dang.
She said that could. I wish I
Straight
could.
up.
No, I'm not joking. Like,
Hey,
how
if
do
you
these
want to
girls-
get got,
How do these
Press-
girls like have these sugar daddies and
That's
ask
what
for
I'm
money?
saying.
I have friends all the time. I was like, dude, how do you ask for? Or how do you
you won't
get
even
stuff?
put yourself out there.
I won't. And I
Okay,
think
so that's why.
dude, like, have you ever gave a girl money because she was like, oh, I can't pay my bills?
No, but I didn't got some.
Have you?
I didn't got some money. No, I ain't gave
Dude,
that.
but how do
I
girls?
didn't-
How do girls? Have you?
Yeah.
And she's like, I can't pay my bills, and you're like, here's some money.
I wouldn't even smash
If
her.
it's your girl,
It was just like she was cool.
or
I mean, I've
someone you
known her.
cool with or care about, you don't want to
Yeah.
see him in a bad
No, but,
It
like-
was more like,
But
and it
no.
wasn't a lot of money. So I'm like, she wasn't really asking me for a lot of money. She was like, hey, can you help me out with this? And I knew the situation.
But did you give it to her? Or did you lend it to her?
I gave it to her. Like,
How much was it?
I was like $300.
No, like there's girls out there that can get all this stuff from these men, and I'm like, dude, I can't even borrow $20. Like I just can't do with that. And I see girls out
You can't
there.
even get 20.
I don't ask for it.
no, she's saying like she don't.
Like I can't. That's like going down here. How do you beg for money and a man gives?
She's
it
not
to
saying
you?
she can't get it out of someone.
No,
She's saying
so
she
like
can't
when
bring
the person,
herself to
so
ask
the
someone.
person for me, it wasn't like they begged me for it. And by the way, they probably could have set me up because this is a while ago. But they present the situation in front of you.
So that's different. I'm talking about like sugar daddies. I'm talking about how does a
let me
girl,
get
how
this
does a
off
girl,
of you.
yeah, like how does a girl ask for money? So sometimes I'm like, dang, how do these girls do it? And I,
easy. She targets her.
How do you do that?
She go to the club. She targets. She sees her target,
Got a pill.
and she got. Keith, how many females have approached me thinking I was gonna be their sugar daddy? They target. They look for all this, and they just go in.
and how do they approach you? What do they say? Oh, can you buy me a drink?
That's usually where it starts off at.
Oh.
And then
I
I
can't
want
pay
a
my-
guy. I'm just looking for a guy that's willing to take care of me.
So my wife got this really good friend, and she wasn't even talking to this dude. She maybe met this dude a couple times, and she get a phone call, and it's from a doctor, and he bought her some titties. They starting a date now, but before they probably had 2 conversations.
And
He's a football player.
10
He's
bands.
a football player.
Okay,
He
now
dropped her some
there
titties.
are a lot of athletes out here that just
They
trick.
just dropped.
They just trick.
dropped.
Yeah.
And
They trying to
she
create. They
never-
trying
she
to
never
create.
smashed them.
They're trying to create their own little Barbie girls and shit.
Yeah, that's what I thought it. Like
Yeah.
they're trying to create the opportunity. And some people just think that money, like it's just money.
But even then, you hear it in a lot of songs. They be like, "Oh, I bought her a new ass," or like blah 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 blah, and it don't even be that girl. They just be like,
Yeah.
But
They
that's the
just-
thing.
They be like, "Oh, I made
This is
her."
what I don't
You know
get.
what I mean?
And
Like,
if you gonna drop 20 at the strip club, why not throw 20 on her? On
So
the
this is
ladies?
what I don't get for you as females, because this is like the thing. Like, you guys have no long term thinking. If dudes hit you up and he pay for your titties, he pay for your ass or whatever, what y'all don't realize is you now have to keep this dude, because in 10 years you gotta re-up. And if you ain't got the money to re-up, you about to have leaks, hardness, and all kinds of crazy stuff that come with these implants.
It's
Or
just,
just grab you another one.
I
Another dude.
I don't know how they do it.
Every 10 years, she gonna be 60 out there trying to slang
Yes.
some.
I'm telling you, I said it on the last one. If I was a chick, I'd be selling feet pics on God.
So I
Easy.
be out there with
That's the
foot fetish.
easiest hustle right there.
I can't even talk to a girl with ugly feet.
Right?
Like we can't even have a conversation.
That's how I am.
If you can't like.
But
keep your
who looks
feet
at who
nice.
pays for feet pics?
Some weird.
People will pay for feet
That's some
pics.
weird
That's
shit.
crazy.
Yeah, and they play to get
That's
beat. Think about how many white people out there put leather balls in their mouth, lay down, and let some girl beat them.
I seen a
With a
porn
paddle.
star
That's
say in an
crazy.
interview that she got paid $20,000 to kick a dude in the nuts.
I seen that. I mean, I haven't seen it, but I seen
The
it.
interview, yeah.
Not happening. Never, ever.
And she did
ever.
it. Like, why would
So
you?
crazy. I need to come up with one of those hustles.
Man, the
Because-
fetishes and
Presh
shit.
is looking to kick somebody in the balls at a price. She will send you pictures of
Tell me
her
your shoe
feet.
size, yeah.
We
So
gotta,
they
you know what?
know
I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna create a premium snap for Presh.
Thank you, baby.
But she is not sending out any nudes. There will be no ass, no nipples, no vajay. She will send you fingers, toes, maybe a little bit of leg.
Calf.
Send them some mouth. You send
I
them
don't
some
know.
mouth.
I don't know.
She'll send close up of
I don't know
her
how
lips.
I don't know how to premium works.
I'm telling you, I'm doing. I'm
No,
saying.
how does it work?
You
She
need-
bringing duck lips back.
They have to
People
pay
pay
you.
to get
So
your
we're gonna
designs
start
back.
you a Venmo.
All right, I'm excited.
Get you a Cash App.
Okay.
And you can start. She's looking for a sugar daddy. So if you are looking, stand up at least. Give them.
No.
If you
What
are,
the premium gets him.
I'm just kidding. I can't. That's why you're doing it for me because I can't do it.
see, this is the problem. You're not even willing to put in the work.
No, I just do my own thing. I'll pay for it myself.
You gonna pay for pictures of your own
I'll
feet?
pay my own bills. That's the thing.
Giving up already?
I don't.
Never mind. Never mind.
They don't give up in 5 minutes.
No, that's the thing.
First step of getting a sugar daddy, don't give up after 5 minutes of spitballing.
Number one.
Don't give up. The first
I
5
was
minutes is
almost
the
Out
toughest.
there.
I almost had you set up.
Out
See how
there.
easy that was?
On a premium.
And you just shot it down.
How much? How does a premium work? They pay me?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you make a private Snapchat to where people can only get it if you add them.
We're making a premium, you guys.
And then
You post it's X amount of
toes,
dollars.
some legs,
for it.
send some duck lips.
Okay. Down.
But they
Send
gotta pay
yourself
for it.
shitting
Okay.
every once in a while.
So you gotta have a private Venmo. And then she's looking for she wants a sugar
get you a
daddy.
different crowd over there, a different premium. Not saying it's not the people
I just
out
want
there.
to see how it works. I just want to see something
Now,
real quick.
Presh is scared of BBC, so she would prefer for you to either be Caucasian
Oh my
or
God.
Latino.
Don't send
No, no,
any
no.
pictures in.
So if you are
I don't
Latino,
discriminate.
Not on premium.
because they're gonna be sending you dick pics. You're gonna be scared as shit.
Yeah.
You
No,
yeah.
they're not. They're just gonna send me money.
No, they get to talk to you on
They talk to you on
Snapchat. You gotta
Snapchat.
interact.
So
How do you guys know?
unfortunately for those of the African American race, you are cut out and you cannot be mixed. She's already gone that route too, because even that was too big.
That's
for
a
her.
lie. I don't discriminate.
Was the Chicago killer child molester, was he black?
We know
hope
he
not.
wasn't
He was
black.
Puerto Rican.
Oh, okay, God. We don't want to take that one. We don't want to take that one.
You know
We already got
No,
enough.
no, that's the thing.
We
No,
don't want to take that one.
you knew the answer off the rip.
Yeah.
There was a 99% chance that that dude was not black.
Oh, man.
99% chance that he was not black.
Yeah.
I
And with who we're dealing with, that made
No,
it
I
easy,
just want to
100%.
know if we was gonna catch you,
Slipping on the dark
slipping
side.
again. Yeah.
Yeah.
no, I don't know the details of that sexual predator thing, but I feel like it was just a younger girl under 18. At least I hope.
Okay, that's nasty.
And he was like 22 or
I
3.
mean, you don't know.
Because
The only listen, this is my thing. The
See,
only
that's
time you
what
get
peeing
a
in
pass,
public.
huh?
Peeing in public.
Can't public.
That's a pass. But that's still like if you peeing by a park or some shit, or you peeing by a school.
Really?
If you peeing by a school,
Dude, no.
You get what?
that's some weird shit.
Okay, what if you're out playing? So listen,
That's not
my
true.
boy.
That's not true because you can't.
Peeing, okay,
You
get a
can't
pass.
say that you.
True,
Okay, so
okay.
you've been playing. You play basketball
Peeing-
and the school is
Listen,
closed
these are your
and
two
you gotta
exceptions.
pee.
These are my only two exceptions when it comes to that charge. Peeing in public
Okay.
and those couples who were dating in high school. The dude was a sophomore, she was a freshman. They've been dating all throughout high school. And the dude turned 18, the girl's still younger, the parents didn't like him, she called the cops. Some scenario like that,
Well,
that's different. You
so
get a pass too.
23-ish with the 17.
But that's why
That's
most. That's
I
why.
was with older guys when I was like.
But that's why most-
I was
That's
older
not right,
women,
though.
too.
But that's
Yeah.
why most states have made 16 and 17 legal
Hold
age
on.
because of high school.
What do you mean that's nasty, Keith?
That's nasty.
How old are you?
You
There's a difference from a grown man dating an older grown woman than a grown man dating a child.
underage person.
That's totally different. I'm not saying dating older is wrong.
So
I see the benefit for women. If you're a young woman and you see this older man as a benefit, he's stable, he's older, blah, blah, blah. What benefit does that 23, 25, 30-year-old man get from dating a 16, 17-year-old girl? Nothing. It's some nasty, like, twisted shit. I get why women do it, but from a male's perspective,
I've always liked older men.
And
So being younger.
I get that, but what does
But
that
older
younger woman
men.
preying
I'm
on
gonna
younger
come. So
women?
like, I'm gonna come from a devil's advocate situation from here. I got 2 daughters, so I don't definitely want them dating older at all. But I will say that the common theme is that women mature faster than men. So with that being a common theme of like a lot of these times you hear girls are like, I don't want to fuck with these little boys. I just want to fuck with a man. I want to fuck with this dude.
Okay, but some of these
I
men
get- I'm
gotta make better
That's the
decisions.
women wanting more stability. What does a grown man get out of a 17-year-old girl that he couldn't get
hold
from
on,
a girl
Keith,
his age
hold on.
or
So,
older?
but that 17-year-old girl could mentally be on the same level as that man.
Correct, but this is my thought
How
process.
often does
hold
that
on,
happen?
but hold on.
How
I'm
often
finna
does
shoot
that
this all
happen?
the way down. It doesn't
yeah.
matter
That's
if
not-
you're
it's
23.
like I said, I
if you're
started-
23 years old and you're dating a 17-year-old girl, first and foremost, she can't even buy cigarettes. I can't take you out. All the stuff that I want to do in life, you cannot do with me. So there is no benefit as a male to date someone
And then-
under 18.
And then even if she is, let's say she's
Even-
mature for
even
her
if I'm
age,
25, I don't
how
wanna
did you
date no
even
one
start
under
having a
21?
conversation with this younger woman to know that you would
Let's
interested?
say she's a very intelligent woman, and a woman, and she was in college taking college courses. You were in the same class
That's
as her.
so. You know
And
what
she's very
percentage that
intelligent.
is?
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
but
a
it's
pretty
a
good percentage these days.
That's a very
That's a
small.
high percentage
But
these
would
days.
It
you
might
be
be
attracted?
4
What
or
if she's
5%,
very intelligent
yeah.
and you guys were in the same class and she had these valid points and she was very smart?
Okay,
and
you
you're
get a
like,
pass.
you know what? Cool.
Which one of your homegirls were doing that? I'm sure you have a bunch of homegirls when you were
no.
younger that were fucking on older dudes.
Me. From 15 years old, I was dating 20 and older. At 20 years old, I wanted 25.
Oh, my
right
God.
now, I'm 30. I'm looking at 40. I'm not kidding you. Always older. I always went older, and I keep going older.
I'm
And
telling
were you
you,
in
bro.
high school at 15 when you were dating these older guys?
Yeah.
So what was he getting out of that?
I know. He's
I
sitting
get-
there.
I get
So
what
he's
you were
working a
getting out
9
of
to
it.
5.
What was he getting
He's
out of
dating a
that?
9 to 5 sitting here going, I can't wait till my girl,
Girl get out of
school.
class. I wonder if she had that ham sandwich at
So
lunch.
I've never taken.
Did you have your corn? Did you have your corn dogs and fruit roll-ups
That's
today?
weird.
I've
Yeah.
never taken anyone seriously. So my what I was looking for was probably the same thing they were looking
Crash,
for.
answer the question. What does that
Why couldn't he
guy
find? Look
No,
at this.
you're-
out of
So
that?
let me ask him this: why couldn't he find that from a girl his age? What you just said, what y'all was looking for. He was looking for. Why couldn't he find that?
You know what? I couldn't tell you. But Keith, you're 25.
Yes.
How old are you?
32.
32. You're 25. Let's say there was a 18-year-old girl.
No,
Because they're all mature now.
no.
They all look older now. You can't be attracted to a younger girl.
They do. They
You
look.
can't. But my mental is different. You could be attracted physically to. If I know you're under 18, like mentally, because
Yeah,
all
my
physical
shit
attraction
turns
is
off.
mental. Like they look good because they have this and that. Mentally, I'm thrown off. Like it's not happening. And then the older, once I hit 24, 25, even 19, 20-year-olds were like, just mentally, they're
I was
not
kind of in
there,
that
like-
same mind state. Like I felt like you couldn't do nothing for me. Like
Yeah.
being that young, we couldn't go out together. You can't. I'm waiting on you to do stuff. You're a burden almost because like I can't go here.
You are a
'cause
burden.
You can't get in here.
And
so,
then she's sitting at your crib, complaining that you're not home because you out doing shit. And then on top of that, he now finna get in trouble because he ain't finna go pick this girl up and drop her off so she can meet curfew.
So Keith, you are correct. Where a man is dating a younger girl. Okay, that is correct. But there's also an exception of a more mature, intelligent girl.
what if they grew up together?
That's nasty because he's just sitting there plotting the whole time. That's even worse than
What if he wasn't plotting the whole time?
That's
what if,
even
like,
worse than a regular like
What if, like, they just- they-
That's that
parents.
small town. That's small town.
No, I'm just saying.
And
Like,
then, and
the
then
30-year-old.
we had this conversation with the
No,
R.
bro.
Kelly stuff because
Yeah.
he got a lot of his
Bro, I have
friends' kids
I have
that he was intermingling
I have family
with.
friends of mine
That's
right
weird.
now, or even my boy, his wife, is a really good friend of mine, and they have daughters. One's about to be 18, the other one's about to turn 20. And like I've known them since they were like 12, 13.
no, not that grew up together.
But that's what I'm saying. But
Like,
no, we didn't grow up like that. But I know their family. But even then, like I cannot look at them like
I'm
that.
saying
That's
like
some weird
this
shit.
is a girl. Maybe I used to get babysat at the same time. You're 4 years older than her. Y'all used to get babysat by the same lady who babysat y'all in the
That's a
neighborhood.
whole totally.
Y'all grew up together. So like now y'all a whole 4 years apart, and she is 18 and you 22.
That's different.
That's
Is
way
it?
different.
She's legal. She's
But that's
18,
not-
you're
that's-
She's 17 and you 22, but y'all grew up together, so y'all know each other. Y'all on the same level mentally. Y'all just different ages.
You gotta wait, bruh. I feel like you gotta like that's just.
So that's rare then.
Hey, you
That's
gotta tiger
rare.
that situation.
Maybe there are some guys that
You
are
gotta tiger that
attracted.
situation.
I've always been attracted to older women, so that's never been an
I
issue
always
with
been
me.
attracted to older women.
But like,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that like since I've been in my 20s, like I haven't like. There's probably a girl when I was 24 or yeah, right before I turned 25. She was like 19 or 20. And I was messing around with it, and it just turned me off completely because she was super young, didn't have shit, fine as hell. And I'm just like, nah.
you don't even know nothing about the world yet.
You ain't been through
You
nothing.
be talking
You don't know
about dumb
the
shit.
world, like dumb stuff.
Talking about how drunk you got last week. Like, bitch, if you don't get on my
see, that's a
And
turn
you're not
off
even
for me.
old enough to be drinking, so that's why it's cool to you.
Oh my
because those are the
God.
conversations. Is like I think about that. That's the conversation you have. Oh, I went out and got drunk with my friends last night, and it is, and I'm sitting here like,
I'm on my Jay-Z, Beyonce type mode right now. And you
Yeah,
trying to
like-
talk about getting drunk?
we don't even care. Like that's so.
Me and Gabby talk about that all the time.
That's different.
All right, well, welcome to another episode of No Capping and All Drip. This went from super deep to super crazy real quick. Thank you, AG.
Let me know where they can find you and find your
Hey,
channel.
at the constant grind, the constant_grind Instagram. Come check out the podcast. First episode drops September 15th. Maybe we'll drop some sneak peeks a week before. Come check me out, man. We'll be talking about how to survive and thrive within your 9 to 5 while building your legacy on the side.
Survive and thrive within the 9 to
Like
5.
it.
Yep. So if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a hustler, if you just want to break the cycle, any of the above, make sure you check it out.
You got it.
Well
See
done.
it.
Hey!
Thanks, guys, for having me.
That was dope.
Thanks.
Oh.
Well, you're